Boo Boo's gone with Shaquita or Melinda. You don't care that Boo Boo didn't take the dog. You know, Boo Boo gone, period. Now how do I move the ball up the field? Forgiveness will get the ball up the field for you. Telling the story will not. Here's another simple sentence. Oops. Period. Oops, that didn't work. Period. Okay. Oops. Period. Or exclamation point. Anything that's going to stop the mind and the heart and the mouth from running the same toxic cootie-filled tape in your mind. Let me tell you how I cleaned up my cooties. Y'all think I'm fun? I told y'all I shop at the Walmart. I'm with you. I did have to clean up my mind. And when I recognized that, let's take the R word, relationships. I don't want ever in my life to have another relationship. I want a partnership with an equal. I can't do relationships. They make me neurotic, okay? Because the folk that had me didn't teach me, period. So I don't ever want to be in another relationship. Ever. Ever. I want a partnership with an equal, where we can share and grow and love and fight and still love each other. And I'm too old to have a baby, so that's good. There are other things that I can be freer about now. I can't have no baby. I can't. It's over. The ballpark is closed. Anywho, this happened. Okay. That's my baby boy. So, I first had to stop blaming people. Now, remember I was talking to y'all about having the baby, right? And how we have the baby and we forget the pain because we love the baby, right? But when we look at our butt, how it's spread, and the stretch marks, which puts the two-piece to rest forever, and the boobs that were now here, now they're there as a result of the baby. We don't blame the baby, we blame the man. You got me pregnant! I love that. You got me pregnant. Okay? So, how I cleaned up my cooties was I looked at everybody I was blaming for something. And I looked at myself and say, okay, how did you participate in that? You know how I participated in every single thing I was blaming? Acting like I didn't know when I did. And as a result, I picked up cooties. Invited them in. I did little cootie hairstyles. I made them little cootie dresses. I bought them cootie shoes and fed them cootie food. Instead of the moment I knew what I knew, that I knew, inviting the cooties to leave, I acted like I didn't know. Who knows what I'm talking about up in here? And if you allow a cootie to stay, it'll stay. And it won't pay no rent. Now, there's all kind of cooties. There's mental cooties, emotional cooties, physical cooties, male cooties, female, there's all kind of cooties. Okay? White cootie, black cooties, you can get you any kind of cootie. You can get you a non-English speaking cootie. Hear me? Hear me? Okay, so you got to be clear about what your cooties is and why they're in your life and why you're attracting them, okay? So I had to clean that up and I had to forgive. Then I had to look at, why did I allow the cootie to stay so long? Because you know, a little cootie ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna hurt you. Just a little cootie. A little cootiness, that ain't gonna hurt you. But when you start getting cootie-licious, when you start bragging about your cooties, you know, oh yeah, I got cooties. I got my brother, my brother's kids, and my sister, my cousin, and yeah, they all come to me, and yeah, I've been helping everybody. When I need somebody, ain't nobody there. They your cooties, boo. When you start getting cootie-licious, then what I had to do, let me just speak for myself, I had to ask myself, is what am I really going for? What am I really going for? By hanging on, holding on, attracting, calling in all of these cooties. Mental cooties, emotional cooties, physical cooties, two-legged, four-legged cooties, some green cooties, plant mineral cooties, it all depends. And you know what I was going for? I was giving myself a distraction so that I didn't have to address the things in my life that I was afraid to address. I'm just going to tell you the truth. And forgiveness helped me clean it up. All right? Then have you ever like done a lot of work, you know, did a lot of meditation, did a lot of prayer reading, y'all read my books, y'all come to the lecture, do everything, and your life seemed to get worse? That was happening to me too. I was writing books and my life was getting worse. Real funny story. I'm scared of this stage because it feels rocky, so I'm going to put those right there. I got them on sale at DSW. Michael Kors, see? Right? Michael Kors, you see that? On sale. If you not know, they ain't in the hand. But you know, if it ain't on sale, it don't fit right. Anyway. Let me take this real quick. So I was out in LA, right, where the real famous people are. I ain't really famous because I'm from Brooklyn. You got to be from LA and live in LA. So I was out in LA with like all the really, really famous people are, right? And I, you know, working every day and stuff. So I said, I need to get in shape because I'm getting older. I need to make sure everything stays right. So I said, I'm going to go to yoga. I'm going to go to yoga class. So in Hollywood, there's a yoga center on every corner. Now, I hadn't done yoga in about 2 years since I had my challenges and issues. But right around the corner from my house, there was this yoga studio. And I didn't know. I said, I'm going to go there. Now, you know, it was Bikram Yoga. Well, I didn't know what Bikram Yoga was. I thought that was the owner of the studio. So, now, you know, anytime you start a new exercise program, you know you got to get new exercise clothes, right? You can't go to a new exercise school without new exercise. So I went right to Target to get me some new exercise clothes. They was on the sale rack. They were hot pink, but they had little fur inside, that little fleece. Well, I didn't mind that because I figured when you exercise, you want to sweat a little bit, right? So I figured I'm going to the yoga class. So I got me the little fleece pants, the fleece yoga pants, and I got a matching top too. It was purple, but it was trimmed in the hot pink. Girl, I was looking fly. So I go up to the Bikram yoga class, and I'm in the Bikram yoga class. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bikram yoga is a series of 26 different sutras or yoga positions that are done in a room that's 102 degrees. I'm telling you, I thought Bikram was the name of the studio. I didn't know that was a kind of yoga. So I'm in the yoga class and they do the little exercise. They do the next one. I said, whoo, it sure is hot in here. They got women to do you not to lift your foot up and do that thing. I was like, whoo, it sure is hot in here. Then this older woman, I don't know how old this lady was. She might have been 80, 85, and she was doing all the things, standing on the one foot and leaning. And listen, by the third exercise, I was just kind of laying out. Could you please turn the heat down? Could you turn the heat down, please? Hold on. So by the time there's 26 of stuff, not being clear about where we're going. Why we're doing it, what we're doing it for, what we expect to get out of it. And then when we end up with a bunch of cooties, we get mad at the other people. If your boobs is hanging, they're your boobs. You can't blame that on nobody else. Get it clean in 2014. We gotta do it. We are brilliant people. When I work in the prisons and I see those beautiful, beautiful Black and Latino men, brilliant, 20 to life, 25 to life, life without the possibility of parole, and somebody's getting paid to capture the brilliance of men of color on this planet. We got to get it clean in 2014. I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of letters